did their best to give Tottenham a head start, didn't they? Some things you can't analyse, but Marc Cucurella made a couple of slips, didn't he, early on in the game, which meant Spurs went 2-0 up.
Yeah, this is crazy. We're talking about professional football at the highest level, the best league in the world, and one of your star fullbacks is falling over like as if he's got rollerblades on here. This is, for me, Matt, we've all been there in the warm-up. If your boots aren't right in the warm-up, you change them in the warm-up. You don't change them after 20 minutes when you've slipped over for both goals.
Was it as simple as that? Because it did look like he had studs on anyway. It looked like he had the right footwear on.
The studs might not be long enough because some players wear really short studs, some wear a bit longer. And I think he's obviously changed his studs to make them longer. But his reaction when he went over to the kit man, whatever, and he's shaking his head and trying to blame somebody else, this really infuriated me. I'm thinking, you're the person in charge of your own footwear. It's like me dropping a shot from it and blaming the goalie coach because he gave me the wrong gloves. It's your responsibility to have the right footwear, and that was very poor from him.
Yeah, so Chelsea had it all to do.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at how they got back into it, and also maybe how perhaps Spurs didn't manage the game as well as Ange Postecoglou would have liked them to.
Yeah.
So this was the first goal from Jadon Sancho. This got them back in it.
Yeah.
Really fantastic goal. Not a lot Tottenham did wrong, really. I know they've shown him inside, allowed him to get his shot away, but it's a fantastic goal.
Yeah,
really
I mean, it's
finish.
nice for Jadon as well because he's had a lot of stick, Matt, isn't he? You know, at Man United and not done well from stuff. So he's finding his feet again. But again, you have to look at the manager, I think. You know, and Ten Hag didn't fancy him at all. No, he's not for me.
Yeah.
Wasn't even training with him. And that's Sancho back to his best there. That's a brilliant, brilliant goal.
And in terms of Tottenham, they like to play on the front foot. They like to press.
Yeah.
They like to do things quickly. Is that the right way to go about it, especially when you 2-0 up, 2-1 now?
You just mentioned the word game management, and it's not the first time this season. If we've seen it, if it was a one-off against Chelsea the weekend, goes, oh, they'll learn from that. But how many times have we stood here and spoke about getting a nose in front? Game management, the balance of the team. There's so many things, and that's what's infuriating the fans, I think, at Tottenham. Get yourselves 2-0 up. Just relax yourself. Just be nice and solid. Let them try and break us down.
Yeah. So we'll have a look at how they set up. I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, right, Basuma wants to try and deal with Cole Palmer. He's their best player, isn't he? So he's like the holding midfield player, if you like. They've got the back four in shape. He's dealing with Cole Palmer, who's the most effective player in a Chelsea shirt. The rest of them are trying to get on the front foot. They're trying to press. They're trying to get close to people. So you can see them. They're trying to squeeze, trying to get tight, trying to squeeze, trying to go to the ball. They're trying to go and put pressure on Chelsea's back line. I'll play it on slowly. Because when that ball comes in now to Lavia, I think it is, look at the space. And I know Cole Palmer, Basuma's trying to do a job on him, but look at the space that they leave in here.
Crazy.
And then spare man in behind the press.
Normally there's someone right up his backside. They're not able to turn. But I think if you go back as well, if you just go back a bit there on Kulusevski, if you're putting your team into press, he's got to go all the way, Matt. He's got to sprint in there. Kulusevski will light him up there. Just here. He's got to be in right. As the ball's arriving, he's got to go in there and literally, you know, be taking them out. Like, to even take a yellow card, how often do we see about tactical fouls and stuff? Once they break their press, Kulusevski's nowhere. He's no man's land now. And
Basuma's now got a problem.
Yeah.
Because although he's trying to deal with Cole Palmer, look at the work he's got to do to try and get across to Enzo Fernandez.
And look at the many Chelsea players he's faced with.
They've got two players now who've broken the lines.
You feel for him. You don't know where to go at that point because he's so outnumbered.
So Fernandez then gets the space, and somehow they get away with it.
But it's a warning, isn't it? It's a warning shot.
It's a warning sign.
All they learn from that.
Now,
go back. Sorry, yeah, go on.
Well, the ball's gone dead, and I talked about Tottenham how they want to get things underway really quickly. So the ball's gone dead. Have a look at the goalkeeper, Fraser Forster. I'll just play this on. And he's looking to get the ball into play now as quickly as possible. Yeah. And yet Spurs aren't really set for it.
If you look at the different players, Matt, around the pitch, some of them are not even looking. They're running the way they're not set up.
No.
He always says, as a goalkeeper, let them set up before you take it.
So now he's going to play the ball. So he plays the ball now. So I'm looking at that. He's playing the ball short. You've got two Tottenham players. Two centre-backs in this position. Yeah. And look at how many Chelsea players are in a forward position, ready,
high up the pitch,
ready to go. I mean, ready to be in that position and go and close it down. And I'm looking at Tottenham. Are they set for a quick restart?
No.
The answer is no. So the goalkeeper, although he wants...
The only thing I would say in Fraser's defence is the manager, it has to become from the manager.
Yeah.
As soon as the ball goes out of play, you want you to get the balls quick, get back into play, because maybe the opposition aren't set up. We can get them when they're thinking. But when you're leading, you've got to be game management. I know the manager wants to get back and play. I know they want to play in the front foot. I know they want to score goals. But you're the player, as in the goalkeeper, in charge of that situation. In my opinion, I would be like, hang on a minute, we're 2-1 up. This game at half time, we can regroup.
I think that's the key. We're 2-1 up.
Yeah.
We're not 2-1 down.
Chasing the game's different.
We're not 2-1 down. We're not chasing the game. We're 2-1 up.
Totally
so this is where they've got to be a bit cleverer, a bit cuter, I think, to manage the games, really.
Yeah.
So now look at the press now from Chelsea. Ends up forcing Tottenham to go long.
Yeah.
They lose the ball. Chelsea pick up possession again. That was quite a common theme, actually, throughout this first half. So remember, this is all 2-1. I'm just going to take this back again. Now, I think in a back three, you're asking... I watched Man United, under Amorim, wants his two wider centre-backs to go in tight with their number 8, if you like.
Yeah.
That's fine if you're going to play a back three, back 5. If you're going to play a back 4, I'm not sure you can ask your centre-half to do that. So Dragusin now is looking to get tight on Enzo Fernandez. Pedro Porro's going to go tight with his winger. But that leaves space,
a lot of space
in there for Chelsea to run into.
Yeah.
So I play this on. Ball's picked up. We'll stop it now. Stop it now. And he's running from his own half.
What you would, only thing you would say, and I'm trying to stick up for Hans Postecoglou a little bit, is in Mickey van de Ven, you've got one of the quickest defenders in world football. And so he's gone, well, I trust him 1v1. But at the same time, can the rest get round and regroup and get back into helping?
At this stage,
that's the question.
The other thing I'd say about Tottenham's backline as well, at this stage it's fine to a degree because you've got everyone in shape.
Yeah.
Often when they've had good possession, Tottenham, Udogie and Porro are actually higher up the pitch.
Yeah.
So the fullbacks have got a lot, the centre-backs, have got a lot of work to cover.
Yeah, a lot of ground.
A lot of ground to cover the two fullbacks. Anyway, the ball goes over the top. Van de Ven does get back, doesn't he, into that position, but now he's in that right centre-back position, left-footed centre-half. And again, it doesn't quite happen for them.
It's quite happened, but they got lucky. I think Cole Palmer should score in the end of that.
Probably
really
should score.
Stretched, Matty, and it's again, game management, you know, try and see the game out. They're too open.
The ball's gone dead. Tottenham think it's their ball. It's not their ball, but you've got to react quickly now.
Yeah.
Look at the space. Look at the space that some of these players have got.
Where is the midfield now? Where's your Tottenham midfield? Where's
not entirely. I couldn't.
Where's the defensive midfield shape for Tottenham at this point?
I think this is your defensive midfield player.
And people at home, this is still 2-1 to Tottenham.
It's still 2-1 to
Still leading the game.
Yep.
And look at the midfield. I mean, we're talking about Cole Palmer and the likes of midfield.
Well, play it on because Cole Palmer is their most effective player. We've said that loads. I'm going to stop it there. Highlight him.
Look how much space.
He's someone that you have to get tight to. You have to. I think it's Sarr who's coming back and getting himself into position to try and block that pass into Cole Palmer. Take it on slowly. So he's trying to block that pass.
Yeah.
For some reason, he's taken a step to his left. Palmer's going to pick the ball up now in that position, in absolute acres of space, and he's going to run at your back line.
That's too easy, man. This is the Premier League. It's too easy. The player of that calibre to be that free.
They get away with it
in
again.
The pocket. Double save for Fraser. Let's not forget mention that. The goalkeeper's a good save. But again, sort of a bit of hanging on stuff at this point from Tottenham, and it's the first half.
No, this is the very last minute of the half. Tottenham are hanging on at this stage. They're trying to get to half-time. Ball goes dead. This is a minute before half-time.
If you even let it run at full pace, if you let it go back again, just let it run at full pace and keep your eye on the goalkeeper. If you just watch the goalkeeper at home.
So the shot's gone over the bar.
He's sprinting.
He's sprinting. A minute to go. You're thinking, just get to half-time. Let's see how the land lies. He's trying to take it quickly again. When does he take it? So the ball comes into play.
But look at the Tottenham players. Look at all the players up the pitch. There's no one set up to take this quick.
Well,
you could argue the two centre-halves and a half.
Wait till he actually takes it. So we'll play it on. So when does he play the ball? So he's played the ball now. The ball's been played. Now where are Tottenham? Are they in shape to deal with this?
Well, where's your fullbacks? Where's Son? Like they're not
Son's here. Son's here making his way out to this position.
Yeah, both fullbacks are. One's inside and one's.
Yeah,
they should be like spreading the pitch, making it bigger. Because we already spoke about Chelsea, the players they have in forward positions.
Yeah,
you're playing into their trap.
Yeah,
you have the advantage. You're 2-1 up. Injury time in the first half.
And bearing in mind again, a minute to half-time. Van de Ven goes on a run, gives the ball away, short pass, he wins it back, plays it into Son. Son gives the ball away, Chelsea nick it again, and they get away with it. Second half, you've had chance now. You've had chance at half-time. Have a chat with your team. Yeah. Right, we're 2-1. We're 2-1 up. Remember that. We're 2-1 up. Let's just be a little bit cuter. Let's be a bit cleverer. Ball goes dead. We're going to take our time over things. If you're the goalkeeper, that's what you'd be doing. I know you would.
But then Fraser Forster's an experienced goalkeeper, experienced player. If the manager told me to sprint and get the ball when I'm leading, I would say, no, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm going to just use my experience. I'm going to just settle the game down. You know, just kill their momentum. Because Chelsea are trying to build momentum.
This is the start of the second half. Remember. They win the header. Chelsea goes for a goal kick. Look at Fraser Forster again. He's quick. Yeah. Can we do it quickly? When does the ball come into play? So he's trying to do it again. Two centre-halves looking to get on the ball. Right, so he's played the ball. Are they set again? They're probably not set again, are they? No. To deal with the ball being played as quickly as it is. And this is just a minute into the second half. Ball gets played forward. They end up losing it. Chelsea win the possession back.
Do you know every team, Mike's got all these analysts and stuff? Chelsea will know as soon as the ball goes out of play, we come alive, because a lot of teams switch off, don't they?
Yeah.
But they'll have analysed Ange Postecoglou and go, do you know what? When it goes out, it's the opposite. Yeah. He wants to play quick.
Yeah.
So we'll sort of set half traps. We know it's coming quick, and as soon as he plays it, we're on them.
When you say the analysts will know exactly what Tottenham are all about, this is it. You said they want to do things quickly. Average time to restart the game. So when the ball goes out for a throw, for a goal kick, for a corner, free kick, whatever it might be, this is the average time it takes for a team to restart the game. Tottenham take the least time to get the ball back in play. Yeah. We've just seen it there with Fraser Forster. The ball's gone dead. He's running to get the ball. Can we get it back under play quickly? There's a lot of teams there who I mean, that's quite a big gap as well between Tottenham and Man City. And Forest maybe game managed things better than Arsenal are a pragmatic side. 31 seconds it takes them to get the ball back into play. Tottenham, under 24 seconds. They want to get going, don't they?
Well, it tells you that. But again, like, does that come from Ange? And I actually like Ange because as an ex-Celtic player, and I loved what he done up at Celtic and stuff, and he's getting a lot of stick at the minute under a lot of pressure. But sometimes managers in general, they get stubborn as well, Matt. They don't want to change what their philosophy is. They don't want to change how they play.
Does he have to change, do you think?
I always think you have to be
adaptable.
A bit adaptable, a bit more versatile. When you do get your nose in front, change your team shape a bit, change the system a little bit, and you still get chances on the break.
Yeah.
But if you're 2-0 up at home, you know, you should not lose the game. No way. Well,
all right, Chelsea went to Tottenham Stadium and then beat them 4-2 after coming back, 4-3 after coming back from 2 goals down, you know, courtesy of 2 mistakes by Cucurella, you know, who slipped twice wearing, a boot that was not suitable for the grass on the day. But what a costly mistake that would have been. But the Blues, these guys, man, you know, you feel like they are not worthy enough to be in the title race, or maybe they're not experienced enough, but they keep getting the wins. You know, right now they are second in the table, 4 points behind Liverpool and 2 points ahead of Arsenal, and they keep going. They still keep going, and you think that maybe they are going to run into a brick wall one way or another, you know, but still getting the win. And you look at this game, man. First 11 minutes, 2-0 down, and you think this is a hostile atmosphere at Tottenham Stadium, and this is a derby. One of the most difficult derbies, you know, Chelsea play every season. And the fans were up for it. They were making noise, a lot of noise. They were up for it. The players were up for it. They pressed Chelsea in that first half. They pressed Chelsea very hard in that first half. And then there were also players, you know, Chelsea players, especially the defenders, who were uncomfortable in the beginning of the game. They felt like the crowd were on top of them. Like somebody like Badiashile. I wouldn't say that Cucurella, you know, was eaten up by the crowd, but I thought he made a mistake not changing that boot after warm-up, because he would have, during the warm-up, knew that this boot doesn't have that much grip on the grass. But that's a different story. For Chelsea to give Tottenham 2-0 head start and come back to beat them 4-3, 4-2 until the consolation goal in the 6th minute or 7th minute of the injury time, that it would have been 4-2 easily. That's massive statement. And even though that Enzo Maresca is still denying that they are not in the title race, they are bona fidely in the title race. Nobody can take it away from them. But he will try to play it down, but I'm sure that in the dressing room he will be telling the boys, you are in the title race. You have to keep going. Liverpool will drop points tomorrow. They will drop points next month. They will drop points next 2 months, and you will be there to take over and make history as the youngest team in the Premier ever to win the Premier League. That's the message he will be telling the boys in the dressing room. I'm 100% sure of that. But he can tell the media that message because it will elevate expectations, and then, you know, when they have 1 or 2 issues, then everybody will jump on it because the expectation is to win. So I get that message. I get that message. But they are in the Premier League title race. If you have somebody like Cole Palmer playing the way he's playing, 2 goals to the ice cold Panenka in a hostile atmosphere, wow, man, you have to be in the race. Somebody like Caicedo, you know, who is arguably the best midfielder in the Premier League at the moment, you have to be in the title race. Of course, you know, they are young, but they have quality. They are good. You know, being young is one thing, but being good is another thing. You know, being experienced and not good is nothing. It doesn't make sense. So being young and being good also pays. So if people keep ignoring this Chelsea team, they could surprise a lot of people the way they are going, and they could easily win this league if they keep going like this. Okay, yeah, it's just 15 games and a lot to go. But one thing I have pinned from this particular Chelsea side is the fact that they don't lose guard. They fight every minute, every moment for 90 minutes. They do that week in, week out, game in, game out. That coach, Enzo Maresca, is not giving them any breathing space. And they are responding to that. I mean, if they keep going like that, they are making themselves very difficult to beat. And they are very good in attack. So they are going to score goals, and then they are going to make it difficult for you to score goals or to beat them. So what else do you need? And they have a deep squad. Arguably the deepest squad in the Premier League. You know, it's already common notice that they are playing a different 11 in Europa League and then another 11 in the Premier League. And that's how deep that squad is. Against Southampton, they changed 7 players. No team in the Premier League will do that. No team in the Premier League is capable of doing that and surviving. But they did. That squad, when you talk about somebody like Nkunku, you know, playing behind Jackson, you think that some people will tell you that Nkunku is a better player. You know, you talk about somebody like Madueke playing now behind Neto. Some people will tell you Madueke should be starting. You know, that's how close they are in quality. And that is why they can swap the entire 11 and still be very, very competitive. And that's a massive job Enzo Maresca has done. Kudos to that man. Interesting days ahead at Stamford Bridge.